si lo deja llegar. Le saca un flycito por el jardín derecho, la pelota va a pica en zona buena, se va a ir arriba Industriales, entró una, entró otra. Industriales marca 2, estas son de Yonder y están dándole un vuelco al marcador en este cachumbambé de azul a rojo. Es ahora Industriales el que va ganando el juego. 7 carreras por 6, se la dejó caer, ya decíamos que esa es la especialidad de Torriente. ¿Qué marca ahora?
Well, that's a, you know, every child he playing in Havana, he want to play with that team. I have the opportunity to play with them and won the championship with them, so it's kind of like, you know, it's not too many people can say that. So, you know, it's really fun, and I'm happy to that opportunity, especially when I have my child and my family, they support me, and my friends. The way I make that decision was like, you know, it's kind of like I don't really see myself to be successful in Cuba the way I want. I don't know anything about the United States, so it's kind of like I make a decision because I want to change my life. That's the really thing. That's the first thing I really think.
This is Johan Limonta, a former 20th round pick of the Seattle Mariners in 2006, and he's playing winter ball in Venezuela. Limonta, who currently plays in the United States for the Sugarland Skeeters in Texas, is originally from Havana, Cuba. Now in his 11th year as a professional baseball player in the U.S., his journey was a long one. For those who work, play, or just love the game of baseball, we all have the passion for the game. Limonta's desire, however, was so much more. Would you risk your career, your freedom, or even your life for the love of the game? Most of us would not. But for Johan Limonta, baseball is life, and he had to leave friends, family, and his whole life behind him to pursue his passion and his dream.
Really, when you make a decision like that, it's just, you cannot think in negative. You have to think like everything's gonna be right, everything's gonna be fine, because you don't know what's gonna happen after. You know, even before I made that decision, I don't even think about where they're going to be, if you're going to have the opportunity to play there. I think, like, for me to come to the United States, I'm going to have more opportunity about everything. It's not only about baseball, yeah, because that's the first thing I came to the United States about. You know, to meet people, to see different stuff, to know more about everything else. So that's why I really make that decision, you know, I mean, don't think about anything else.
Leaving Cuba is not an easy task, even in this day and age with some recent sanctions lifted. He had to take a boat, and a small one at that, with more than 30 other people. Along for the ride was also other men, women, children, and baseball players, including current Washington Nationals infielder Yunel Escobar.
The boat is, well, like I say, it's kind of small boat for so many people. And they have a 3 motor. One motor is they break one motor. They get so close to the beach, and it's one motor is kind of, they broke one motor, so it's kind of like we ride with 2 motors. And that's the other thing that's why we take so long, because we had to ride the boat like really slow. That way we can make it. It was scary, because for me that was the most dangerous time in my life. Like, I can say I'd be really close to death. At some point, like, you get in the boat and you don't know where you're gonna be, where you're going, and you don't know if you're gonna get safe. So it's 90 miles, but really we don't ride 90 miles, we ride like 120 miles. With 36 people and 32 feet boat, it's kind of like a lot of people for a small boat. It's kind of like everybody gets scared in that moment, because you can see the weather was really bad, because we left in October. It's like a hurricane season in Cuba. You always pray for get safe where you're going, but you don't know. So it was really dangerous. For me, that's one of the most scary moments in my life. I can tell, if somebody gonna do that, I don't really recommend to do that. Especially the people that ride the boat, they don't guarantee you're gonna be safe. your family don't guarantee you're gonna be safe. Nobody tell you you can be safe because you don't know what's gonna happen in the middle of the ocean. And that's what happened to us. I feel blessed at this point to talking about this because it's just now because I made it, just because I was so scared. Sometimes I don't really like to talk about stuff like that because they bring me a lot of memories. My body's getting a little bit itches because I still remember everything. It's still right now, in October, it's gonna be 11 years right after when I escaped, and I still remember every single moment for that day. So for that 2 days, because it was 2 days, it was really dangerous. For me, if somebody asks me if I can do it again, I say no. I be honest, it's like I probably stay because nobody know what's gonna happen. Just when you really what's gonna happen when you in the boat, when you in the middle of the ocean, like where you cannot see anything else. The only thing you can see is water in the sky. That's it. And then the only thing you can do is pray and ask God for help. That's it.